but hasn't necessarily...
Hey, Lissandra.
Oh, wow, okay.
All right.
Was that an insta-lock?
Insta-lock. Insta-lock.
Too good. As, let's get onto the Rift here for game number 1. See where the Kwangdong Freaks are going to be able to pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Like, okay, won the one game on Draven, right? Okay, hold on.
All right, Showmaker is going to get a ward in, and then takes a bit of damage here from Youngjae. Continue out. Bulldog has a very cool skin. I do like that. All right, let's see whether this dive is actually going to work out. Shroud on cooldown, and that is first blood. So comfortably collected by the Kwangdong
Well
Freaks.
played. Canyon coming over too. He knows it. Showmaker's calling out for it. That's why he's shrouded there to try to buy some extra time. But really easy walk up, Ring of Frost into just claw out. Takes the aggro there for Youngjae. That was beautifully played.
Oh, Deft misses the Q as the Ignite now goes down. Has to flash as Taeyun charges his arrow. Deft looking for a little bit more as Canyon's going to come down. Kellen's still going to be able to zone them off the wave.
All right, watch this play. Shroud's here. Shows himself on the top side. And then now it's kind of game theory with Ring of Frost. He's like, I just know exactly where you're going to be. Wukong sets it up. He tanks the extra turret shot. Claws out. Very clean.
Beautifully done. Levels even. Deft unable to actually go up and try and help out there. He stands very far back. This is dangerous. Lissandra on vision as well, but what can D plus Kia actually do about it is the question. Is Kellen going down very low? Oh, the arrow's going to interrupt Canyon there as well.
This should be Drake for sure going over to Kwangdong Freaks now. Youngjae just going to trickster over the wall and take this one down. This is going to be a back interrupted. And this is, you know, the complexities of what I was talking about in this laning phase. 2 Ezreal lanes. Now it's very different obviously with the Ashe here. Can we see a steal?
Oh, well, no, we can't, but it was very close as Canyon's going to flash and freak out a little. Still holding on to the back as Youngjae is just going to take this Rift Herald. There's a nah, okay. That should just be the kickback and a, okay, leap strike out. Canna, not going to go for it. Holds on to the flash. And they get Dudu's flash once again as Canyon looks for the... As he is going to walk in, gets his control ward, and there is the arrow. The flash immediately comes out. He knew that that was going to happen.
Massively behind, so functionally he's just going to be stronger. Okay, this time no flash, but the claw is good.
Yeah, claw is going to come through, but the stun is going to last for way too long. Oh, Showmaker caught under the turret, but it doesn't matter. He's able to pick up the kill with the perfect execution. Needed it. Counter-Strike now on a little bit of cooldown as Deft is over the wall. And you can see they're looking for the turn. Okay, Bulldog does still have Frozen Tomb available. Showmaker was trying to bait it out. Then he goes Bulldog. He turns it around himself as now Kellen's going to flash. That's a huge gnar into the wall. But can they kill Youngjae? He's going down so low, but he survives forever. And the Lissandra is still there. She's able to kill Deft. And now there is nothing D plus Kia can do. Canna, yeah, he gets a wallop off, but he is limping away from this battle. And he'll have to just try and go for... Oh, it's an execute.
Gets the execute.
Never mind.
He does, yeah, he does get the execute there. It doesn't look like June actually autoed him at all. So he will get away with this.
It's definitely not the biggest win rate that he's picked up, as Arrow is going to find Taeyun here.
No flash.
And yeah, that's a really dead Varus.
The teleport is almost cancelled. Taeyun again.
Another arrow is going to connect, and that's a real dead Varus.
Okay, this game state is changing very rapidly. Like, you know, this looks a lot harder every single time one of these mistakes happens here.
As Youngjae, he's just going to get kicked. This could be a huge throw, Wolf.
I mean, it is starting to feel like it is already, and now with the teleport available for Kana, I was talking about, they're just going to grab Baron.
Yeah, it doesn't have the unsealed spellbook as Showmaker. Oh, that ward wasn't in the brush, so Showmaker is going to get doomed and taken down. Kana throws them into the wall.
The counter throw?
We'll see, as there is still a smite in this pit, but Dudu is absolutely terrifying. Canyon's going to be able to secure it and get out in the arrow. He's going to connect once again. Now Jun flashing himself out. Canyon gets back into the pit once again as Deft locks down Bulldog. Blind now gets over the wall, and D plus K. I mean, that was way more difficult than it could have been, but they take the Baron.
Like the Ring of Frost coming across on the other side here. You have Counter-Strike. Okay, Arrow.
Arrow going to connect onto Dudu. Oh, it was going to hit someone, and there's the kickback that Jax can't even Counter-Strike. I don't even know whether he had it off cooldown as Canna Doesn't have flashes. That is Showmaker going golden to deny the Frozen Tomb. Cyclone's good, as he was still tanking the turret. Now they're out of cooldowns. There's a huge Gnar into 3 into the wall. And I'll never say it again. I'm sorry for saying the Gnar isn't perfect. I'm sorry for saying it isn't amazing. I'll never say it again, I promise.
Game over.
That might just be exactly that, Wolf, as they're going to push through. That's the ace of Lissandra being able to do damage effectively. This is sort of the Lissandra situation, as she has a whole bunch of friends, and it's a Gnar by himself. They should be able to find something. He'll take a while to die, as True Shot Barrage gets a fair bit of value, but the Frozen Thrall is all that remains. They can pick you all the time. They should always have vision. They can decide who they want to kill at any time.
And Kwangdong cannot play timid here. They have to play aggressively. They have to play around these arrows and flank angles. Bulldog's going to look for one here. As long as Dudu and Bulldog have a cross angle.
Oh, Taeyoon. Oh, wow, he is way too low.
Well,
he cannot actually fight anything.
Yep, the fight's over now. And while they're being indecisive and kiting to that choke point, one single ult from Deft is like, all right, you guys are out.
Man, Bulldog is like, he's playing his heart out this game. As the Claw, oh, Showmaker, he picks it really beautifully. The arrow has to be flashed as the Q misses from Canyon. But Bulldog might just die. The Frozen Tomb comes in. Showmaker goes into his Zhonya's, and now Deft wants to take some control. Counter-Strike will go off before Deft comes out of his stopwatch, but he still is going to die. Canyon goes into his stopwatch as well as Cannon gets over the wall. Mega Gnar is incoming. He puts everyone on top of each other, and the bottom lane is just obliterated, or walloped, I should say. Youngjae goes golden as well. I mean, everyone has a stopwatch at this point in the game. Showmaker's going to flash on the head, though. It's not going to stop him from dying. Picks up the double, and we'll see what D plus Kia want to do now.
As long as that Nexus is alive, there's a chance, right? There's a chance.
Oh, okay, Canner is going to bite the bait. Showmaker looking for the flank, and who's baiting who is kind of the question, as he finds the backflip onto Taeyoon. Yep, you can't cleanse Death anyway, so I guess it doesn't even really matter, as Canyon's going to get the kickback. That's the Gnar follow-up. And now, Dudu, where are you going to go? And where is Jun going to go, especially, as Showmaker should be able to find a 5-point strike. It's a dead Wukong, and Bulldog is going to try and hold the wave, but there are minions still here. And if they can tank these turrets, they can just win the game. Unless Dudu can do something absolutely heroic. There's a teleport to keep these minions alive, which is very cute. And there goes the Jax. Canyon going to safeguard to follow Jun, and this game is over. But man, Kwangdong Freaks, they made them work for it. This is not what D plus Key were expecting this game. I guarantee you that. As Bulldog on this Lissandra, he played the laning phase very well. He had some moments, but then he also had some mishaps. Still, when it's a team this young, can't help but feel proud of them.
The focal point here is, I think, a little bit of frustration. Yeah, Deft hits 400 wins, but the coaching staff is much more interested on how that early game went wrong right now.
I don't think we're going to be having that discussion backstage about congratulations on your 400 wins.
To play the plan, right? Play everything according to plan. When things stop going according to plan, that's the harder thing to teach. That's the harder thing to grow with, and there's a lot of learning to be done here for Kwangdong Freaks in this long.
Do it. This was his one trick back in the day, guys.
Don't do it.
I mean, he's not going to play it. But it was... He played it once in Kesper Cup like 4 years ago or something like that, and I remember we were so excited about it. It's a dicey one. Kwangdong Freaks will see whether they can get things together. We hop onto the rift. Showmaker's first Kassadin game. Now, the player that plays it the most, it's the first time he's played it this season, is Jun. Oh dear, down to 100 health. The autos are going to come through, and that is first blood for D plus Kia. They are angry after what happened in game number 1. Now back with a vengeance.
Skirting around those turrets on the top side, having way more damage here, and looking for more.
Deft is just going to go for it. Okay. Another auto, not going to land, as Youngjae is going to come in here. They do have a ward in this brush, and he doesn't have Arcane Shift. There's the flash. Oh, does manage to get the Inspire. Deft. Oh, Arcane Shift, where is it? Not going to be back up in time, as Showmaker is going to get another kill onto Bulldog here in the mid lane, as Kassadin will be entirely even.
So this is, look at the turret placement here. Heal is baited out early. Flash forward from Kellen. Dune just burns down, and Deft gets level 2 here off of another minion that decides, okay, I'm going back in because I have Arcane Shift, can actually push for this. And then Taeyoon narrowly escapes, and they turn this one around. But as you can see on the minimap in mid, all the while here, yes, Deft does get punished. Flash has to be used for Wukong. Fortunately, big push coming through from the Taliyah is punished here by Canyon. grabs this and he's like, all right, well, I see the Wukong as bottom side, so let's punish this Talia that's trying to get a lane advantage. This is just quintessential Bulldog, right? Trying to get any lane advantage he can.
Yeah, trying to go over and ward, I think. But Canyon in perfect position.
오! 개더러.
Happy
Shocked.
Showmaker.
But so much more important this time around for those to actually land. As okay, Canyon hits 5, he wants to contest.
Yep, Young Jay gonna fight him as Showmaker's getting taken down very low as well in the mid lane. He has level 6. Level 6 finally hit for Bulldog, as now he could join and try and add to this fight as Canyon. He may have to flash to try and get out of this one. He does. Seismic Shove in a great spot there for Bulldog.
Yeah, and actually some CS is denied from Deft as he has to come over there.
And it's so unfair, right? Because Showmaker should be like severely weak because he's Kassadin.
Here comes Jax.
And Dudu does have the inside track. Showmaker now trying to chase after them. Does find the riposte as Canyon's going to go down. And that's a disaster. D+ Kia kind of on opposite sides of each other's mind there.
Yeah, just
Canyon left out to dry.
Yeah, Canyon left out. Not the best target selection there. With the flash setup here, not going to commit any further, but still getting a little bit of an advantage.
Oh, that's another Glacial Prison. Bulldog this time doesn't have flash. Kellen is going to pick up the kill. He's like, I have to flash bottom lane, guys. Show up, going to get the flash out of Showmakers. We're going to check out this bottom side. As Canyon's here again. This is the most proactive I've seen Canyon all year. It's crazy. Another gang's going to work out as the Rift Herald thrown down here in the mid lane. Kwandong Freak still able to fight back as a couple of turret
At this
shots.
point in time, with all the plate money he picked up, we'll see in just a moment.
Wolf, this is gross.
Yeah.
It's 25 CS lead, like pre-20 minutes for Kassadin.
Dudu actually,
It's pre-14 minutes.
if that Vital isn't placed back, he actually dies. I think he might actually die regardless.
Okay, yeah, Young Jay is just going to Cyclone him. Oh, man. Have you seen Twister? I used to get really scared of Twister, man.
I mean, it scared me as a kid real bad.
And then I spoke to my parents. I'm like, Mom and Dad. Yep. And D+ have 100% of the good dragons this game. Already picked up as, okay, Dudu, let's see how you get out of this one. The answer is you can't. And Canner is going to be able to pick that one up.
Grab this mid turret here. I don't think they have enough minions.
Oh, that sidestep was good. The second one was not. But Rod of Ages is done, and Showmaker is way more tanky than he has any right to be. Jun, he was tanking the turret! Oh, Kellen's going to be able to lock down the kill. They'll still be able to get the turret here.
Kellen!
As Kellen's sort of like stuck between a rock, a hard place, and another rock, and another hard place, and he's dead.
Okay, we're going to be forcing fights early, but some of these mistakes here in the mid game cost him big.
Oh, Bulldog was actually out of vision when he stopwatched there, so Canyon's going to throw his ultimate into Narnia, but that's fine because that means he's stopped. And
Scryer's Blossom.
yeah. The one that makes you see good, real good, as Canyon finds another ulti. It's a bit of a drive-by, as Jun finds a nice grenade, but it is not enough to save him. Canyon is now going to get challenged pretty grandly, and he will die. They get a free heal off it as well. Kwandong Freak's going to answer nicely. That is a 1-for-1 in the end.
Yeah, support for a jungle, and you've got this Reek available, so pushing down to take this.
Because he was casted. Sometimes it just happens. Canyon, he can rotate over. We're going to fight here towards the bottom side, though. His Grand Challenge going to be issued. Cannon puts his back against the wall, but it's still going to be the challenge coming through. Counter-Strike comes down. There's the flash. Dudu going to still fight this one out, though. Oh, okay. We're Alcove Gaming. And there are too many wards. There's too much control as he comes around. That was a jump scare. Canna's going to pick up the kill in the 1v1 and immediately teleports to the top lane.
Showmaker getting that extra level. As we'll watch this time from Kana's perspective.
Just checking things out here on his bar.
All right, in mid.
All right, got a bit of a fight as Canyon's going to go down. Okay, nice little pick onto the jungler. Might be really important here as D+ now have to defend a potential Baron take from Kwandong Freaks.
Yeah, D+ here with no jungler. This is going to be so awkward. It's going to have to be a play from Kana. He's flashless too.
Yep, you have to fight this. You have to.
You absolutely do. Here comes Showmaker on the flank.
Yeah, Rift Walk. Bulldog getting taken down very low. There is the Null Sphere as Deft over the wall. Can they actually win the fight after this is the question as Grand Challenge comes through. Showmaker's going to need a few more of these Rift Walks to get out of this one. Does have enough, but that is Baron picked up.
There's 16.
Yep, so he's got it. And also, he's pushed this wave all the way in. D+ don't want to lose 2 inhibitors off that, though. As this turret, not long for the world. Now, the flank play to come in. It's Showmaker making his way through. They know about this. They have an inkling. Because he's been off the map for quite some time. Canyon going to go down extraordinarily low. Into the backline goes Showmaker. Grand Challenge is issued, though, as Dudu trying to get the work done. Cannon goes down.
You just back out now. You don't have to force anything more. This is a huge win for Kwangdong Freaks. They stopped the teleport there. They can go grab Soul Point.
Wow.
It's going to be a delay here, but they still have the empowered backs. And
well, D+, they do have a control ward in here, as we're just fighting one more time. The Baron was still up, actually, for another couple of seconds, as Showmaker, Youngjae has to go into his stopwatch. True Shot Barrage is going to sail through. He does manage to get Soul Point, but he'll give his life for it.
Somehow pull Kana out of this lane. His TP is coming up soon.
Def, that's very aggressive positioning as he spots the rest of the team. Cyclone does come out as now Dudu, he's in trouble. Showmaker Rift walking after him. Can he find another lunge? Kellen's going to move on in. He does lunge over, but now they're taking the Fiora for a walk, and Def comes over and picks up the kill. All right, Kellen just lying in wait. Control ward coming down. June, oh my goodness, he is so incredibly low. In goes Canada to find Taeyoon. Kellen's going to flash on top of him, and they lock down the Varus. Depth is going to be taken as well, so it's 1-for-1. But this Kassadin, the Kassadin is the problem. As Bulldog, he's going to get wiped out first. That's the first target of Showmaker here, the Herald of Doom for Kwangdong Freaks. Maybe they don't need a Baron. Dudu comes over. Force Pulse not going to connect. True Shot Barrage is actually huge. A lot of value there as D+ getting control of this area, and look at all of this poke raining down. Kana coming on the flank. Yeah, he is. Let's see what this Counter-Strike looks like. My God, the Cyclone, it's also really good, but it is not good enough. Yeah, the Sejuani goes down, but it's another Counter-Strike to obliterate Kwangdong Freaks. Can this change the game?
Oh, look at the flank for Kana.
Well, they are going to be able to get the Drake, but can they actually win the fight is the question. Oh, they pick up the Jax! That's not going to be the Counter-Strike value that we were looking for.
Oh, certainly not. And now they should be able to just kind of kite their way out of here and push towards this inhibitor.
Man, think about it. If that was an Infernal Soul, Kwangdong Freaks would be in such an incredible position. They're still in a good position.
Yeah, they really are, because like, they're going to push up here and try to siege this up, and this is just buying more and more time. If they get to have the Elder Flip fight in the first place, that's more than they should have ever gotten this game.
True. As this is with Baron, by the way, guys. Oh, the flank from Canyon is just massive. Showmaker, yeah, he's going to be able to get in there. The Talia is already dead, and now Deft, alongside Showmaker on this Kassadin, are just going to mop the floor with them. Showmaker still has the Zhonya's Hourglasses. Dudu, can he do it again? I think the answer might be no, but he's still alive. He's flashing. The GA is going to be popped onto Deft, and he will be put down in the end. I thought maybe we'd have another one of those Dudu moments, but we don't. That's going to be the ace. And the dream was so close to being a live wolf.
Yeah, and all of these longer fights, you're never going to win as Kwangdong Freaks because you're up against this nearly full build Kassadin. He went Deathcap.
8-0-10.
He went Deathcap, he skipped the Morel Namco just sitting on an Oblivion Orb, and he can end these games. Deft and Kassadin are on basically two late team fighting champions. Like
I like how you say Deft and Kassadin because Showmaker is kind of Kassadin here in the LCK.
Sorry, I meant to say Kassadin and Ezreal.
No, I like it.
Okay, well this is the end of the game.
It is certainly the end of the game. That is going to be another ace picked up here. There's been a lot of chem tech put down onto this Rift, but it was not enough for Kwangdong Freaks. Nexus goes down, there's the 2-0 for D+ Gear.
Yeah.
I think Canyon looking happier than usual, and we could see that in his play. He was like rampaging the Rift throughout the entire game, making plays whether they were good or not. It did not matter. He was going, he was pressing R and throwing a prison at someone, you know?
Thank you very much, guys. This is season 40 PMG interview translation. We are here joined by Showmaker Kellen for the interview. Thank you very much, guys. How do you feel about the win? Kellen, would you like to start? Well, I think we lost so many games where we were behind, but today we were able to turn it around and we got a comeback win, so it feels amazing. And what about you, Showmaker? Today, well, I cannot really say our performance was, stable, but still, I just wanted to make sure that we were having fun, while playing the game, and I think we were able to accomplish that, so I'm so relieved. And Kellen, well, yeah, just like you said, game number 1 was not easy, but it was your arrow that turned the game around. And Kellen, you are able to bring your team to victory with with those arrows. Were you aware of that? Did you know that you had the responsibility to actually create, plays for your team? Yeah, I mean, Canyon and Showmaker actually made calls like, Kellen, you gotta set up for plays, and I was feeling a little bit pressured, but I'm so glad that I was able to, pull it off. Showmaker, tell us about that calls. So we were very behind in game. So we just wanted to ask Kellen to keep throwing arrows to the players on the side lanes in order to find any opening to make a comeback. So I guess I was pressuring him a little bit. Well, today we didn't really see the standard itemization from Ash today. You rather focus on the mandate and then the healing reduction. Did you want to focus on the cooldown reduction maybe? So we were so behind. So yeah. So we didn't think really we could actually snowball off of the early items, so we just wanted to skip it. So we just wanted to go for the long-term build, which was healing reduction. And then maybe thanks to that, we were able to see so many Ash Arrow finding the opponents. And then, Showmaker, you were also able to create a solo kill on the top lane with the help from Kellen's arrow. A close solo kill. So how would you like to rate Kellen's performance on Ash today? Well, game number 1, it was definitely yummy. His arrows were on point. Sometimes it's not that delicious, but game number 1 for sure, his arrow was yummy. It was a perfect delivery. It was sweet.
네, 좋습니다. 자, 그렇다면 2세트로 한번 넘어가 보겠습니다.
Let's move on to game number 2 though. Game 2, it was just Canyon all over the map. He was ganking every lane and then he was helping out the laners. Showmaker, what's your thought on that? Whenever Canyon plays Sejuani, his early game is so good. He's always helping the laners. And then in game 2, he saw Wukong actually, he noticed that his warding was wrong. So he was like, I'm gonna just avoid the vision and make a gank. And we were just so shocked how Canyon can always make a perfect path to gank the lanes. Is that also from the calls from the laner, or does Canyon decide everything by himself? Sometimes we make calls, sometimes just Canyon sees, spots the angle. Yeah, exactly the same. Sometimes we ask for ganks, but sometimes Canyon just knows. Well, but game 2 was not also that easy. And then game 2, it all came to your shoulder, Showmaker. So did you guys all rely on Kasadin's late game and be confident that you're going to win the late game anyways? Well, the moment I got killed in level 3, and then our bottom lane actually had Cryo, but I don't know what exactly happened, but Deft said something. He was about to say something and he was implying that he made a big mistake, but still, I wasn't Kasadin. I got early kills, so I was like, it doesn't really matter because you guys can do whatever you want because I can do the late game Kasadin. And then Fiora, she was always targeting you to kind of zone you away from team fights. How did you deal with that? I was running away from Fiora, and whenever I see any angle, me and Kana together want to get a kill onto that Fiora. And we had some new records set by D plus Kia players. Deft got his 400th LCK win, and also Canyon played his 400th LCK game. So many great records to celebrate. Congratulations on both of you guys. And Kellen, any words any celebration for those two to celebrate this night? If Showmaker joins, I'm down. Some Ash Arrow celebration maybe? Thank you so much, Kellen and Showmaker. Please give it up for the two players who made a cool ceremony to celebrate Depth and Canyon's record. And D plus Kia's next opponent is DRX. How are you guys going to prepare for that match?
일단 저희가 되게
So
발전하는 것 같고
I think we are developing quite well right now. So we will do our best in the DRX match as well and make sure to get a win.
쇼메이커 선수는요?
And Showmaker.
이게 대길이가 생일이
So
얼마 안 남았는데
I think
아파가지고
Dokdam is having his birthday soon, but I heard he's injured, so I wish for his quick recovery, and I hope to play against him when we have the matchup. And this will be the end of the interview from Showmaker Kellen from D plus Kia, and I'm gonna pass it back to Valdez and Chronicler. Thank you.